Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
To the air, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Arizona State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The sure hands, it's Lawson. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught over the middle. It's Udo. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they have the first points of the game. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught behind the line. It's Jenkins. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeps looking downfield. With the catch, it's Moss. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to snap it quickly. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
A strike downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Kansas City.
First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Under fire. And some room to work. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do that.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the red zone, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out.
Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's
picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Right down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless...
Breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! so much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Arizona State.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Flips it out in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Makes the catch. It's Lawson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. He wants to throw it again. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Arizona State.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Right on the money. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Kansas State pushing the pace. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of him before the heat.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Under fire. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State. Back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after it! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line, it's Udo. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field?
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Skips away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. On the ground, it's Udo.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Complete on third down. Oh, it's out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's a first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils need to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
27, Kansas State, 17.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave them some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. Got
3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got his man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levitt. The throw to the outside is complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
3rd down play from the gun. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
It's another first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Leaves it with the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And that's a first down.
Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Kansas State, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Jenkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Bridges. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Under fire! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game, they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. Spins away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to throw. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
A design run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly.
There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way that...
Snags it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. Bulldozes his way through. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. To the air, it's Kennedy. They've got the screen set up. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every... position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On target to the left. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game. Got it 1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And I'll tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. The QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down.
Found the seam on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Trying to pull his way in. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Powers forward. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Kansas State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster.